This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be construed as investment, tax, or legal advice. Any examples or frameworks discussed are general in nature and may not be suitable for all investors. All investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Past experiences and planning approaches do not guarantee future results. There's a belief that sits under most financial decisions. Once I get this figured out, things will calm down. Once the portfolio is optimized or the tax strategy gets in place, once that pesky estate plan document set is signed, once the business sells, once that number is quote unquote enough, and then I'll have certainty. But that moment never comes because a financial plan doesn't eliminate problems. It just upgrades them. I've been building financial plans for 12 years now, and I've never seen one solve someone's life. I've seen plans reduce chaos. I've seen them create clarity, and I've seen them dramatically improve outcomes. But I've never seen one that just removed all their woes. And instead, this is what happens. You trade these fragile problems for complex ones. And that's actually a good deal as long as you understand where you're getting into. So early on, most people's problems in life are obvious. Can we pay the bills? Are we saving enough? What happens if we have an emergency? That sort of thing. And these are heavy, stressful, usually they're binary problems. And they feel really urgent because they are. And a good financial plan can largely solve these. But once they're solved, you get something that replaces them. And this especially happens when you reach the high net worth status. So questions like, should we take more risk or preserve what we've built? Or how much is enough? And for whom? Other questions are, do we optimize taxes for today at the expense of flexibility tomorrow? Do we gift now or later? And how do we prepare our kids without entitling them? These are better problems, but they're still problems. Every financial decision is a trade, always. You don't eliminate risk, you move it. You don't avoid taxes entirely, you choose when and how to pay them. You don't create certainty, you just decide which uncertainties you're willing to live with. And if you don't believe me, just consider a few of these common quote-unquote solutions. You diversify your portfolio. Sure, you reduce your concentration risk, but you also reduce the possibility of outsized gains. Or you build a large cash reserve. You gain stability, but you sacrifice long-term purchasing power. Maybe you aggressively minimize your taxes. You keep more today, but you may be reducing your flexibility and increasing complexity later. Or you decide you're going to gift assets to your children early. You create impact now, but you will lose some control and some optionality. So each move improves something, each move costs something. And for families with significant assets, the stakes are higher, but so is the illusion because the numbers are bigger and it feels like there should be a perfect answer. But in my experience, there just isn't. All you have is more sophisticated trade-offs. And I think the real danger here is believing that with enough intelligence or enough modeling or enough precision, you can eliminate the tension here. But you can't. That tension is just absorbed somewhere else. So a good financial plan doesn't solve your problems, but it does something more valuable. It makes the trade-offs visible. It helps you choose your problems intentionally instead of inheriting them accidentally. And it compounds on top of what should I do with which set of trade-offs am I most comfortable living with? That's a way different question. It's harder, but it's a way more honest approach. And I think it's way more likely to get you to a realistic understanding of your life. So if you do this right, your life doesn't just magically become problem-free. It becomes problem-rich in the right ways. And instead of worrying about whether you're going to meet your minimum needs, you are going to have to wrestle with how do you use your excess capital meaningfully? How do you raise grounded and capable children, especially in this environment of abundance? How do you transfer wealth without making it confusing? How do you align money with values and not just outcomes? These are really complex problems. They don't have clean answers, and the answers are not the same for everyone, but they're far better than the alternative, which is avoiding them entirely. I've seen a lot of people chase financial planning like it's a cure, but it's not. It's just a filter. It filters out problems that don't matter so you can focus on the ones that really do. And if you're paying attention, you'll eventually notice something. The goal was never to eliminate the problems. It was just to earn the right ones. So ultimately, there are no solutions. There's just trade-offs. And the question isn't whether you'll have problems. It's whether you've chosen them on purpose. Because the quality of Your life isn't determined by the absence of problems. It's by the quality of the problems you keep.